So I'm here to talk about something that I think is kind of important. The bait and switch. I've been noticing for a few years across all media. Started noticing this with TV shows, movie franchises, and it crosses over into independent news sources and people we've been relying on. They seem to know what's going on, and there's a trajectory. Now let's get to the news. And I'm not even going to go through the mainstream news because that's all too obvious. But what about the alternative media? What about these sources that come out to us with very valuable information, whether it's an actual filmed program that you could stream, or maybe is on television or cable, or maybe it's just a website. Maybe it's a newsletter you receive. I get quite a few newsletters, and I watch as the tide turns. Its twists. They'll start out giving you very valuable information. It makes sense, and you could check it. Verifiable. Yeah, this is somebody I'm going to continue to watch because this all checks out and it makes sense to me. But then after a while, you begin to see they're no longer objectively reporting the news or what they find. Forget those who just give you their opinions. That's been there all along. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about objective reporting. To remain objective, you can't have an agenda. You can't interject your opinion. Journalism is all about reporting what has been found. You go out and you see what's there and you cover it. But when I see that objective reporting is now laced with commentary, I begin to wonder. Anybody who does this long enough is going to have opinions, and sometimes they can't help it, right? But then when those opinions have a very definite slant and begin pushing you in a direction, when they know the answer, and the answer is hard left or the answer is hard right, that's your tip-off point. Even with the cosmic stuff, information about the exo stuff and spiritual stuff, as well as hard news, politics, world events. And I was able to glean a lot from that because I can make up my own opinion about what it is that I see. I don't need somebody else to do that. So I look for those who just purely take their camera to various locations and show me what's there. But then they begin interjecting lots of opinion. And then those opinions turn to directives. That's when you know the bait and switch has happened. Without pointing any fingers, without naming names, I'm not going to do that, as much as I would love to. So what I'm here to expose, to put out to you that this agenda is in play. When you see mainstream or alternative news sources and people presenting, even in the most benign things, suddenly going from open, then the focus narrows and narrows and narrows, and then it pushes you down a path that says, this is your salvation, particularly when it's political or involves money. Watch when your favorite personalities within the awakening movement begin to push hard on a specific. When there's a direct path, and that direct path follows, they say follow the money. When that path can be seen to follow money, politics, or a specific set of rules, regulations that are headed up by a leadership, you know something's going on. The truly enlightened individual is open to everything. Those that wish to control you will narrow the focus and lead you down, as they say, the garden path. I have faith in you. You will see things that you have missed, and so will I. By keeping our eyes open, by keeping this eye open, by keeping your heart open. Your heart receives more information than your brain. Keep it open. We're right on the precipice of this shift, this great change. And there's an awful lot of sneaky bastards out there trying to prevent that. They're not gonna get their way. But they gotta try, right?